are going to have a start in this one if they're going to be able to do well. Obviously, Bind being banned out actually kind of helped them as well. It's their lowest win % map, so there's some potential here, and already we're kicking off with a flying start. It's going to be pressure put in. There is rob-wiz. I think he has to have a pretty phenomenal game if they are going to have a chance of taking this one home, and he started off very strong. The dash through gives him an opener, and for the remaining members of TSM, this is going to have to be a retake in a 4v5 situation. Ooh. And Critical's just managed to get 2 with the shock dart. You can see the confidence now flowing through the veins of the BBG guys as Critical will close things out.
The execute come in again. Certainly watch where the paranoias put the layers. It's all placed perfectly. It's just whether a case of TSM's bunkered up comp on this B site in Boathouse. He gets some damage done and stop it from going in.
Drone trying to hold in the backlines. He is going to be able to get the first pick. Even just damage being done here, though, could be hugely valuable. But Drone, he's looking to hold down the line. 2 kills, though, still an even trade. And that's some extra weaponry actually picked up for the side by BBG. This round isn't out of the realms of possibility, especially with the flank that's currently coming in as well from Bjor. There's a chance that he could do some serious extra damage. In fact, he's already picked off 1. He gets the kill onto Cutler as well. And considering this was their bonus round, Subroza, I'll admit, I've loved him on the Omen so far, but this would have to be one hell of a play if he's going to get them out of this spot.
Aldron's going to try and locate where he is, does eventually find him right at the end. Subroza possibly aiming to try and get him for Ninja Defuse, go into the site as everybody's trying to leave, but it's keeping Built by Gamers there. The issue is Subroza was 2 health, actually great for Built by Gamers, a new addition. And even Hunter's Fury is going to try and clear out some of the site. It does actually tag somebody onto the back. It gets Cutler.
Okay.
That's a great opening, but Subroza's in a nice position here to punish.
They're just going to play off this, running straight out into the A site. Subroza, as you said, has managed to catch 1 and will even break the door before they can take it. And more importantly, look where the spike is. That is a pretty horrific position to try and reclaim from. They know that Subroza is just around the back of the angle, but they will manage to catch him, almost using the Owl drone as bait. The problem is they didn't actually get the spike or move it back. Nice shot from Critical, though. Now, this is a rough clutch, but if he could make it work, it would be a huge start to the game. It's not going to be happening, though. The rest of the team have now actually opted to pressure onto that open mid position. They're going to get scanned up, though. That's a hell of a lot of information going back the way of TSM.
Oh, big kill.
They are going to teleport back in. That's Hazed down, and now they can actually clear out the remainder of the site. Again, it's going to be an advantageous situation on this B side. And as you mentioned, they've looked pretty solid here so far.
And the lockdown's not in play as well, so that pick up to Hazed just means that they've got such a bigger opening. No ultimates available for TSM for this retake. He has stretched across the map, but it's where this silver is. This is where Critical is going to be playing from. Drone's going to try and flank around, but if he can keep being annoying, Will can at least get 1. Now it's just going to be the 2 on site, pretty much trying to take this fight. How much can Foe do on his own right at the back? TSM are coming in. There is a Hunter's Fury available. Can't be many flashes left from Vice as well. Cutler, nice shot to clear it. There's plenty of time for the defuse. Really good retake from TSM. They didn't have much to work with, but they cleared all of those annoying plays from BBG on that site.
Will to get them a hell of a lot of openers, but after what was a strong start, this has been a real swing back, and Wardell, you can see the confidence growing. As said, he's been all over the map, but now he's looking to try and take control of their portion of it. He had a lot of support, though, and that means this swing back is actually just going to run them straight back into the blender. A couple of kills may not be too bad for a round like this. In fact, Critical making it 3 players dropped is going to cause some cost. The only problem is, with how many rounds have now gone in a row for he's gone pushing all the way through A. So this is so much information that he's already gathered up for the rest of his team. They don't really need to hold any players here. And Subroza now takes the spot in mid instead. What? I don't even know how he gets 2 kills there, but we're going to move on as the rest of the team are trying to make their way in towards this B site. They're getting hit by a Hunter's Fury, and they are being absolutely slaughtered. A flawless round for TSM.
Just going to punish that every single day. Now Critical is checking every single corner, but doesn't check that one. And that's where Subroza is. Not again! Come on!
Oh, what? 2 rounds in a row? Are you kidding me? Oh, Subroza just stopped. This is filth. He gets 4. Doesn't quite manage to close out with the ace, but Oh, I'm sure he's going to have a cheeky... Oh, and they've detected... Oh, don't do it, Tim. Come on, this is just mean. Critical suffered enough. Confidence back as well, because a lot of the rounds we see them play on this map, they do like to get aggressive, as we saw from TSM. So we'll see if they can recreate a little bit of that magic. Wardell, though, he's on the hunt, looking for the player underneath, and clears it out all too easily. The first pick goes their way, and it will allow for an after plant position. Drone will sort that. With the shutters closing, it's about to become a little bit more difficult. They're going to know that rob-wiz is around the angle. The greatest of utility to get back into this. Nice shot onto Subroza, though. That will at least even things up, but the time is ticking. They need to move faster, and Cutler, while moving, finds one. It's still getting traded back, though, and things are starting to slip through the fingers of TSM. This pistol could be going in the other direction. Maybe another strong start to this half as they get it halfway. It's left onto Hazed. He's got his turret to support him. Needs the final shot. And there's going to be just about enough time. They've already got it halfway, so it'll be fine. A fifth round. Not far away, but unfortunately, you don't really win anything for not far away. That's a nice peek, though, from Foe. Subroza maybe slightly falling asleep. Will be caught out. And this is what we like to see from the defense. As said, I feel like Built by Gamers are a confidence-based team. If they get rolling, they can be fairly difficult to stop, and they definitely have the individual skill. It's one of those teams, I said, like, if you're running a Jet and a Reyna combined, you need to be popping off. Like, you have some limitations when it comes to utility if both of those agents are in play. rob-wiz is going to manage to win that duel, but he's been wrecked on the pass through, and Drone will just waltz his way in and steal a rifle. However, they are trading things out effectively, and only losing one player so far. The paranoia going to leave them both stuck in the corner, and he wants to take this fight. He wants to challenge his opponent in this corner, and they're going to jump in, fly through, and gain their... In a game of Valorant, they're getting reported within, well, 0.3 of a second, which is roughly how long it took for him to get that 3K.
Yes!
See you later, Wardell. Well, actually,
I think it was the Mamba mode. It was the MMG game where Critical with the Odin was top fragging, I think. It was just a crazy performance. rob-wiz has mid in control. He has the spike. Critical wanted to check these corners and at least manages to do so as Drone is there lurking. The spray is good, but Will is there to sort of peek him out again. And this is a buy from TSM. Wasn't the best economy in the world, but they still bought up.
The Hunter's Fury just being put back through, and that will get rid of the lockdown. That will stop them being forced off of the site. And bear in mind, in this afterplant situation, there's still a Rolling Thunder available for Drone. So this could be a pretty rough situation for Built by Gamers to get back into. There is the Rolling Thunder forcing them out, but actually, they're going to be denied. The Nano Swarm holds them back. However, Subroza finds a pick, but he's alone at this point, and Cutler gets forced off the angle as well. We sit in a 3 versus 3. Turret won't last long at all, and rob-wiz has just managed to kill one off with the classic, isolating both players underneath the balcony. However, they're running through the smoke to find them, and that's actually going to give Hazed a couple of kills. He's left on 70 HP, the spike's ticking low, and Hazed is going to close out the round. It comes back
for long. The execute's going to come out from TSM. They have it from the shadows to teleport to the back of the site if they want to. But no, he's lurking through. Bjor's going to be a pain on the judge, but look at Subroza's positioning. He stopped this rotation coming through. This is a mess for Built by Gamers, but they're hanging on still.
Yeah, there is that flank. Eventually, they will be able to get themselves a spike down. It was a little bit of calamity as they do eventually clear out the judge. And the spray through the smoke, which was almost too perfect. The problem now is, once again, we're looking at a map point. An initial take coming out from TSM, and Will, he's one of the members left in this clutch situation once again. But they need to clear out Subroza. It's going to be easier said than done. He's still lurking around the backlines, and I'm not sure they even know he's here at this point. Still just taking their time, and Bo, he will check it. Will's found a kill as well. It's left all onto Drone once again. This time, a slightly more favorable 1v1, but he still needs to hit his shots. Will trying to keep them in this map once more, but they're dancing back and forth. He's found the kill, but he doesn't have the time. TSM are going to take themselves the victory. A
bit more on Haven, at least, and this is a pretty open site for TSM to push through. But they do this a lot. They did this against 100 Thieves. They stacked in this corner. Same play with the Phoenix, but rob-wiz is actually good for 2. was expecting that play potentially, was sat very far back holding onto the site. The execute's going to come in with the 3 surviving members of TSM. Built by Gamers, I mentioned their retakes were good on Ascent. Pretty much the same case here as well on Haven.
Yeah, it would be a bit of a shame if they lost it now. It seemed like they were prepared. rob-wiz was floating through the air. Cutler has managed to find a couple, but surely that's all she wrote for this round. Really nice pistol from rob-wiz, and as said, like, he's someone I think that it's not even just like in other matches where, oh, maybe he needs to pop up. It's a...
Subroza gets an easy entry and is looking to add to a second with that frag onto Bjor. Economy's not good for Built by Gamers. It's a case of go in and get what you can get done at least. Subroza knows that Will is in this corner to the point that he's happy to teleport, but Wardell backs him up. It would have been a stylistic play, but it's a near enough flawless round for TSM in a 5 versus 1 now as Subroza gets his third.
The site, and with nothing being spotted, he did a pretty good job, but in fact, they've now decided to actually just commit to this site. It was initially a fake. This was just an attempt to pull players away towards C, but because they spotted nobody there, they go, wow, we've got the from the shadows. Let's just teleport into the site and get the spike after plant position. They've got all their remaining players on C long. It's not a situation where I'd normally be calling for a save, but the fact is, I don't see a way the BBG get back into this round, though. They're going to give it a go, as they already start smoking off angles, throwing down lots of extra utility, but they'll have to line up onto the plant, or at least you'd expect. Drone is already going to kill off one diffuser, and as they try to fight back in, they are slowly being slaughtered by TSM.
In hand is going to give it to a teammate, I think, because he wants to push on ahead. Going down short with his 3 defenders from Built by Gamers. This is going to be a mess. The operator misses. A drone is trying to get some damage in. Luckily, Cutler's there to sort of build him up. But Bjor gets completely missed. He gets free. He just snuck by. This could be a crazy ace. What the hell is Bjor doing? Gamers look to put some very quick pressure onto A, which has been very aggressive on the side of TSM with drone there, but he is pushing towards C.
Oh, an early trade. Gonna give a lot of information over to the defensive side. They know that it isn't an A hit, at least for now, and in fact, it's actually quite hard to tell where the offense is going to be going. The main reason for that is that Wardell has managed to sneak his way all the way through, and it's the Blade Storm to find 2 quick headshots. Now they clear out Bjor, and it's left on to Rob. The turret's actually going to help him out, though. Bjor, after death, is going to have the turret picking off 1. This gives a much better opportunity for rob-wiz, and he might be able to catch a player if they cross, but a smart use of the Blaze will deny him any information about where these players have gone. He can gamble, he can guess. They probably head in the direction of long. The thing is, though, the plant is not ideal. In fact, he might just want to look to stick the defuse, but there is the Hunter's Fury tagging him down. He manages to dodge away from it the second time, and actually now it's utilized. He can just go back to the plant. He's trying to bait them in, but I think he could have just stuck that one. Instead, he opts to kill off drone and tries to get his way back towards the defusal. Maybe his opponent not knowing it's halfway, but unfortunately this time.
But luckily he has to heal to keep himself alive. Built by Gamers turning up the heat a little.
Well, rob-wiz with the flank will give them access to the C side, but the rotation's very, very quick from TSM. There's already 3 players in the mix and 1 player holding for any sort of lurk. They've dropped 2 players already, and Wardell somehow managed to dance his way around the site and survive slightly longer than expected. 2v1 now as it's left onto Subroza, but Bjor and rob-wiz.
Bringing out the Blade Storm on rob-wiz.
It saves them at least investing fully into the rifle for him. But look at the aggression, I was going to say, from Wardell, but he can't even think. Drone's hit between the eyes. However, Drone's now in position. He's dropped the spike, but the trades come back thick and fast. It's left onto Hazed. And realistically now, he's not going to be able to do anything. It's already clear. So they can start gambling players onto the other side of the map. Sure, if the push comes in quick enough, it may not matter too much, but Hazed is going to wrap around the angle. First kill goes his way. He corrects his spray as well to clean up 3 quick picks. He's looking for the ace, but unfortunately, it gets away from him. However, cut low off.
An opportunity to go straight to the finals, the right-round finals in December for these teams, and they're not letting it slip. They don't look fearful at all, but this is a nice opportunity to keep Build by Gamers in it. The lockdown is going to be in play, but this is going to force TSM to play a little bit more aggressively. Wardell is playing chicken with the ultimate. If he can get the kill onto Bjor, he's going to push for more, but he doesn't necessarily expect Critical to be guarding it with his life. It's a 3 versus 2. The lockdown's going to go on. No players are detained, but Subroza's on a mad flank again. Cutler trying to get a frag, and he does with the shock dart. That's a great shot onto Critical. And now it's these 2 duelists on the side of BBG trying to make a play at this point. Can at least get Subroza on the flank. You would imagine to be able to take Cutler too.
Oh, the shock dart almost does enough to at least give him an even scenario, but the drop down will gain absolute day. In the early stages, Wardell on his operator has picked off one as well. They'll take a 5-on-3 advantage within the first 15 seconds. A foe, he's being pushed as well. He's got to be careful. He does manage to trade things back slightly, but here comes the ultimate from Drone. He's going to make a play forward, looking to try and get in the faces of his opposition, and although he'll spot the info, it's actually Subroza that's cleaning things up. Will to clutch it out. He needs a repeat of last map, and it is not going to be happening. TSM